to the channel. It's your favorite dimmailoka. For those of you that are seeing me for the first time, I am a content creator that makes video talking all about God, finances, self-development, and sharing my unique journey with all of you. All this to make you and I better people. So if these are the things that you are interested in, please hit the subscribe button and join the family. We are so happy to have you around. So welcome to my first life update. Talking about this, I don't think I've really shared my life update with you guys. The only time I did was when I launched my business. Aside that, I haven't really walked you guys through on what really goes on in my life. So in today's video, we are going to do that. Today, I'm just trying to get my life together for the year. A lot of things has been happening, to be honest. A lot of things have been happening, both positive and negative. But in all things, we give all gratitude to God, because as far as He keeps waking us up every day, He has a plan for us all. Let's do a quick reflection on how our year has been going on so far. This is the first half of 2024. I'm not really the type of person that judge myself or my progress by a year or a month or 6 months, the first quarter, the first half, all those things. I'm not really that type of person, because I know that any day can be the win day. It just takes overnight for your story to change. But at the same time, it's also good to reflect on your journey. Reflect on, have you been spending your time wisely? Because let me tell you one thing, our time is the most valuable asset, because it's not going to come back. 11th June 2024 is not going to come back again. It has passed. So that is the more reason why we need to be very, very careful on how we spend our time, what we do with it. You really need to reflect on your journey, not to judge yourself, but to gain insight on what is really going on with you. Okay? So, reflecting on mine, I would say that the first half of 2024 was super productive for me. I took up content creation seriously, and at a time, you can see that there was, I think, about a month, I didn't post any content here. The reason was that a major shift happened in my life. I went to school. Yes, I gained admission into uni, and I didn't really get the admission early enough. When I resumed schooling, it was just a month to the exam period. Like, it was super hectic for me, guys. I really have to study so hard, keep up with my assignments, my quiz, and all those things. So it was really hard for me that time. I can remember the day I resumed schooling till the last day I dropped my pen. What I mean by the last day I dropped my pen was on my last exam day. I was reading every single day, like voraciously. I was studying so hard. So this schooling of a thing really took away my time. As you all know, my YouTube channel is a one-man show. I'm the one that get content ideas, scripts, record, edit, upload. I do all those things by myself. Except that I will give accolades to one of my favorite people on this planet. He always helped me with content ideas. He will say, why don't you create content around this? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Aside that, I'm the one that does every single thing. So you can see that if anything tries to interrupt, it will really affect the channel, right? Because I'm the one that does everything. When I resumed schooling, I had to take a very hard decision. I had to pause on creating content, because content is draining, and I have limited time with my first semester. Okay, so I had to drop everything about this and then focus on that. And as God may have it, the few results I've seen, I'm really impressed with what I've done. Okay, so this is basically how my first quarter of 2024 went by, and I'm mostly especially grateful to God for the major shifts that has happened in my life. If anyone knows me, they will know how much I love and value academic activities, and also getting back to it again is super exciting. So I'm really impressed with how my first quarter went by. But when I finished my exams, it was really a bit difficult to get back on track again. Yes, I've left content creation for almost 2 months. Yes, I wasn't making content. I was just reading all day, all night. So getting back again to what it used to be was really difficult for me. I remember I took 1 week away to recharge, and when I'm back, I tried to script videos. I tried to do something. It was really difficult for me. I just want to chill all day. And if there's something about me, I'm not the type of person that loves chilling. Like, I hate chilling all the time. I love working. You understand? I love working. Even though I have to chill, but I can't be chilling where there is work to be done. I can't. So this is really my type of person. And sometimes I think that this is a flaw for me, because most times I don't really take breaks. I just go ahead and keep working. It was really hard for me to get back up again. So in this video, I'm just trying to walk you guys through on what I'm doing right now to get back on track, to get my life together for the year, to stay organized, whatever you call it. So with that being said, I'll start sharing the steps I am taking to get my life together for this year. The first thing I did to get my life together was to start journaling. Yes, I got a journal here. This is really not the ideal journal, but with life, you just have to start somewhere. So on 31st May, I got this idea to just start journaling, because it has really been a while I journaled. It has really been a while. So I got this. This is not the ideal journal, but it is getting the work done, and that's all that matters in life. So I divided this book. I would say this is a notebook. You can see how plain it is. You can't say, oh, the light. Okay, you can see it. You can't really say that this is a journal. This is just a notebook. But I love the size because I can walk around with it. It can fit into my handbag. So what I write in this journal basically is, the first thing I write on this journal is things that I'm grateful for. I used to write 3 things that I'm grateful for each day. It can be smashing a goal, life, good health, my support system, just whatever it is that I'm grateful for. Okay, just 3 things. I'll just put it down. And then the second thing I do is just to write about how my day went, all those things. And lastly, I write about what I'm asking God for. 3 things that I'm asking God for. Sometimes it will not even be up to 3 things, but it won't surpass 3 things, right? So this is what my journal contains. And since I started journaling again, it has really helped me out a lot. Like, it really gave me insights on what's really going on in my life. It really helped me to start living intentionally. It really helped me to keep a track on what I'm doing every day. How am I living my life? Okay, I'm the type of person that loves achieving on a daily basis. No matter how small it is, I love achieving. So when I started journaling, I just started on 1st June, but it has really given me insights on a lot of things, and I'm super grateful for it. So if you are not journaling, you can start that. Yes, like, I can assure you that it does a lot. The second thing that I did, or I'm doing already, to help me to stay organized and get my life together for the year is, I got a book. I got this book, and in a few minutes I'll just walk you guys through on the purpose this book has to serve. You all know that I always say that I wanted to be a writer, and reflecting on my life, writing has been the oldest passion that I've ever had in my life. As far as I can remember existing on earth, I've always wanted to be a writer. I remember back in primary school, I used to write, I would draw, I would say, oh, this is a novel. And then I would show it to my dad. Shout out to my dad. He's so supportive. He would tell people around, oh, my little daughter used to write books. I think that push that he gave me then really helped me to keep this dream of mine alive, because he gave me all the support that I need. Yes. I can remember at a time when he talked about publishing a book, if I can do it. But then I was still naive. I was still in high school, and peer pressures and puberty age, all these things comes with its own pressure. And I wasn't really interested in writing a book then. And I regret that now, but it's still okay. There's still time to do all of these things. So have been a writer for the longest time, and I'm the type of person that loves my things to be organized. Like, I love my things to be organized, especially my workspace. For example, I run 3 series here on YouTube. I have Faith Talks, where I talk about God. I have Hustle Hub, where I talk about leveling up your finance game. I have Evolve and Elevate, where I talk about self-development. Each series has its own book, and I also have a book where I write down stories. So if I want to entertain myself, I'll just go get my storybook and I read it, and I entertain myself. Whatever that I'm writing about has a book dedicated to it. I think in January 2024, I started getting inspiration to write about something, and I don't even know what to call that, but I used to get inspiration to write about something. I don't even know what to call it, guys. But one thing I know is that whenever I get this inspiration, I just rush, go get a book and put it down. That is how I've been living, but these things does not occur all the time. So, but since I started journaling, I found out that about 2 or 3 times I've gotten this inspiration and I've written things down. So this really got me to start thinking, this is really serious. You started doing this as far back as January 2024, and you're still doing it, even though you are not forcing it, even though most times I don't even remember it. But sometimes when I just sit still, I just get inspiration. So I thought about getting a book and dedicate a book to it, as I always do. So that was why I got this book, and this is the book that I've been using to write whenever I get this inspiration. This book is a notebook from, I think, my secondary school days. So you can see that it is not really planned, and if I keep writing in this book, I wouldn't take this serious. And also, I don't know how to say this, but it's really going to affect me. I wouldn't love to write. Yes, like I said earlier, I love my things to be organized. Okay, so I got this book. I haven't yet written anything on this notebook. You can see I haven't yet written anything on it. But after this video, I will just transfer what I've written in this book to it, because I just got this notebook yesterday. Okay, so yeah, this is the second step I've taken to get my workspace organized, get my life together, because if you are all over the place, it will really affect your productivity. The next thing I'm doing to get my life together is to empty my notepad. What I mean by emptying my notepad is the notepad on my mobile phone. As a creative, artists, writers can attest to this. If you are a creator, you can get inspiration anywhere. You can just be walking on the road, see something and get inspired. You can just be anywhere. You can be scrolling through social media, you can see something and just get inspired. You can be looking at nature and get inspired. Inspiration happens anywhere, anytime. Okay, so like I said earlier, everything about me, everything I write on has a book dedicated to it, and I can't be moving around with all these books. So what I used to do is, whenever I get an inspiration and I'm not at home to put it down on my book, what I used to do is I'll just put it down on my notepad. So when I get home, I'll just transfer it to wherever it ought to be. That is how I've been living my life for the longest time. So, but for a very long time, like the major shifts that happened in my life, changing location and reading every day, every minute you can get for a month or even more than that. So I really did not pay attention to my notepad. Whenever I get inspiration, I'll just put it down there and just forget about it. So what I'm trying to do right now is to get my phone, transfer all the things that are in my notepad, the topics, the content ideas, whatever it is that I've gathered for some time now. I'll just put it down where it ought to be. Because if I don't do that, it will really affect me. Because there was a time I made a video here and I did not look at my notepad. I did not even know that I've had a couple of ideas about that topic. And the day I wanted to talk about it, I just scripted it out and filmed it. Then later on, when I was going through my notepad, I saw that I really wrote a lot of things about this topic that if I had looked at my notepad, or if what I've written down on my notepad is in my book, the contents would have been like a step ahead, right? So that is what I'm trying to do now, to really get things organized. So our next step is to watch self-improvement videos daily. I've really taken up the decision to every day to watch at least 1, 2, or 3 videos about God and self-development. These days, there's really no gatekeeping of information. That's what we are taught in school. Internet has democratized a lot of things. Anyone can come up and say anything, okay? So that is what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to indulge in watching self-development videos every day. And I've been making use of TEDx talks. They have a YouTube channel here where they post talks from different people from different countries, different walks of life, and all of that. And it has really been helpful to me. I listen to a lot of people. Michelle Obama, I love her so much. Oprah Winfrey, all these people that I admire. I will just take out an hour or less in my day and watch them talk. Learn every day. Learning never ends. And as it is for me right now, I've taken this decision to learn every day. And I read every day as well, but I will not say that is what I'm doing to get my life together, because I've been reading all the time. Like, I love reading a lot. Okay, so but I took this decision to start watching these videos every day. And so far, I've maintained like a 6-day streak. And I'm so excited, guys. So the last step that I've taken to stay organized and get my life together for the year is to improve my speaking skills. Anybody that English is their second language can relate to this. Most times when we speak, our mother tongue has a lot of influence in the way we speak. The environment has a lot of influence on the way we speak. So what I am doing right now is to try to correct myself. And shout out to my friend Prince. He's the one that after watching my videos, he will tell me that are words you don't really pronounce correctly. Okay, work on them. And I'm so grateful for having him. If not, maybe I wouldn't have taken this step. I know that I'm not so good in speaking, but with someone around to push you, it will definitely be different. So shout out to him. So what I'm doing right now is a word that I'm not sure of the pronunciation. I just go and look it up and get the correct pronunciation. And most times this is difficult because some word that I pronounce wrongly, I've been using them for a very long time. I've been pronouncing it that way for the longest time, and it's very difficult to start correcting it, but it is something I'm working on. And by the end of the year, I really wanted to see my speaking skills on like a higher level. I want to see my content creation journey a bit further. So that's why I'm doing all these things, to get it all together. And my focus this year is on my education and my content creation journey. So that's why I've been doing all this like background work to get them together. And I know that this might not be the ideal getting my life together video you've been looking for, but these things are personal. It's about you looking at your life, looking at your journey, looking at what you're doing. What does my journey ask of me? What does my life demand from me? Like, what step do I need to take to get things done? Most of the times we look at the big things we have to do to get to the next level, but most times simple organizations like this can really go a long way. Okay, so look at your journey, look at your life. Don't try to imitate what your favorite creators do or how they get their life together. They are doing what's best for them. Okay, why don't you go do what's best for you? Why don't you? This is it, guys, and I hope that this video was helpful to you. I hope that you learned one or two things from this video. So please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, guys. It helps the channel and it helps me as well. Okay, I have really a couple of contents on here that's going to help you on your journey with God. You know, you're leveling up your finance game, being the best version of yourself. So after this video, please make sure you go check all those things out. I have playlists dedicated to all my series. Okay, if you just want to watch straight away about God, I have a playlist about it. If you want to watch straight away about leveling up your finance game, I have a playlist dedicated to it. Self-development, I have a playlist dedicated to it. Okay, guys, I will see you in the next one. Until then, don't forget to stay positive and stay cheeky. Bye.